Proud to serve northeastern and central Pennsylvania. This is WNEP 16, the news station. Now, Nolan Johannes, Karen Harch, pilot Jack Rulin in Skycam 16, Chief Meteorologist Tom Clark, and Joe Zone on sports. This is Newswatch 16.
Finding missing kids is a growing concern of the police and parents. Now, a soda maker has an idea to help. Put pictures of the missing kids on pop bottles. Newswatch 16's Bob Reynolds reports from Lehigh County. It'll be easier for all of us to help to end a living nightmare.
5 million bottles of soda will be used as a new tool to help find missing children. In certain areas of the nation, including Lehigh County, Coca-Cola is putting pictures of missing children on their product. The idea is being praised by those who deal with the problem of missing children.
Let's hope that it will be significant, because if we can save one child from being missing, I think it could be successful.
Many of the workers who help bottle the soda have children. For some, their jobs have taken on new meaning.
I know how I would feel if my children or my child would get lost. I believe it would be a terrible thing for me.
I really feel bad for the parents that have children missing, and I think this is a wonderful thing that my company is doing.
Officials hope that the key to finding a missing child may literally be in the hundreds of thousands of bottles of soda you see here, that someone will see the picture and help reunite a parent with his or her child and help end a national tragedy. Bob Reynolds, Newswatch 16, Lehigh County.
How would you like a cut in your income taxes?
Stay with us. We'll tell you about the governor's budget that would do that if it's approved.
Shop Faye's delightful Valentine's Circular all this week and save on Memorex professional quality video cassettes in VHS or beta formats. On sale just $5.99 at Faye's. Save also on Memorex 90-minute normal or high bias audio cassettes. The 2-pack only $3.99 at Faye's. And keep your VCR or cassette player at peak performance, play after play, with Memorex tape head cleaners. Also on sale at Faye's. Obviously not your average drugstore.
There's something super in the air. Dodge Aries Super K. The automatic transmission's coming free to the dealer from the factory. Maybe right in your hands at no extra charge. Aries Super K. Newly restyled, 6-passenger comfort, front-wheel drive, and exceptional value. And we back it up with our 550 protection plan. The Super Ks. Now, the automatic transmission could come along for the ride for no extra charge at your nearby Dodge dealer.
Pennsylvania Governor Dick Thornburg today put out his administration's proposed budget for the coming fiscal year, and it includes an income tax cut for you and me. Newswatch 16's Valerie Devine was in Harrisburg to hear the governor and to get our local lawmakers' reaction to his budget.
We do mean business here in Pennsylvania, and we intend to keep spreading that message.
With those words, Governor Dick Thornburg began spreading what he's calling good news for the residents of Pennsylvania. Topping the list of things Thornburg is promising Pennsylvanians, a cut in the personal income tax rate. The tax would drop from 2.35% to 2.2%, the 1979 level. Put simply, someone making $15,000 a year would save $15. For you and me, that means Thornburg is returning $161 million to us to use as we see fit. Local lawmakers, both Democrats and Republicans, think Thornburg's proposals are good ones.
Well, in my opinion, Governor Thornburg was at his best today. It was the most dynamic speech I've heard, and I think it's a very positive budget.
I think it was a good budget. And of course, we don't know all the specifics yet. We have a document the size of the Philadelphia telephone directory. But I think overall it was good.
I thought it was a great speech. And, reducing the personal income tax is something that we've been for a long time.
Governor Thornburg's proposed budget is now in the hands of House and Senate members. State lawmakers I talked with say they see no reason why it won't pass, primarily because they're dealing with a budget surplus and a tax cut. Valerie Devine, Newswatch 16, Harrisburg.
More than half of the proposed increase in the governor's budget is for education. Among other things, money for remedial reading and math would double, and as an incentive, outstanding teachers would be awarded $2,000 each. Newswatch 16's Dan Fiorucci went to Pike County today, where teachers at the Wallenpaupack High School say the programs are long overdue.
A 5% increase in general education for this district is going to be helpful to us.
School superintendents seem to like the proposed increases, but in the same breath, they say it's only a start.
Education has never been funded in the state of Pennsylvania at the level it's supposed to be funded. It was originally designed by the legislature to be funded at, I think, the approximate 50% level. It has not reached that point.
The governor's proposal includes a 5% hike in the state's basic subsidy for education and a doubling of the Agenda for Excellence program for gifted students.
I think it's a really good idea.
Funds for remedial education and competency tests would go up, and college scholarships for high school students would be increased 7%.
And a lot of people that would need help and that are smart and wouldn't be able to go to college without a scholarship will be able to get it.
Divisibility by 8. Anybody remember?
Teachers wouldn't be forgotten either. The governor has set aside $10 million for awards to teachers of up to $2,000 apiece.
From the teacher's standpoint, we'd be worried a little about, like, for example, who would be judging us. And it sounds good, though. I would really go for it.
But the increases still aren't certain. They have to get through the legislature first. Dan Fiorucci, Newswatch 16, Hawley.
The legislators are also being asked to okay more money for our state prison system. Some of the Department of Corrections' proposed 12.5% budget increase would go here to the State Correctional Institution at Dallas in Luzerne County. It would increase the number of cells at the prison in Chase that you see here from Skycam 16. Also, new cells would be added to 3 other state prisons, and 352 additional guards would be hired statewide.
Here are some of the highlights of other budget items proposed by the governor. On the environment, he calls for more money to expand the effort to identify, monitor, and clean up hazardous waste sites. A controversial item, the governor wants to set aside $25 million in a rainy day fund to cushion against tough economic times. There would be more money available for welfare recipients and workers. More state money would be used for Medicaid, and the income limits for property tax and rent rebate assistance for senior citizens would be expanded to allow more to qualify. Well, our chief meteorologist, Tom Clark, is next with the Weather Watch.
And the question of the hour, has that snow started yet, Tom?
It has, but it's very light. The storm is moving through tonight. I'll be back to tell you how bad it's going to be in the morning.
Right now, your Olds friends are having a special sale on the new Calais from Oldsmobile. Built at one of the world's most computerized and robotically advanced plants, its aerodynamic silhouette is bound to excite the young at heart.
Jimmy, you're missing my best parts.
What?
My front-wheel drive, electronic fuel-injected engine, rack and pinion steering.
How can I forget?
Plus my reclining front seats and...
I can't wait.
Right now, my price is $98.68, including air conditioning.
Beautiful. How about going for a spin?
Stroud's Jewelers is setting off an explosive sale of exquisite jewelry, and the values are dynamite. Choose from chains of matchless beauty, sparkling pendants and earrings. The savings are hot on a dazzling array of watches, and our dinner rings are a blaze of gems. Stroud's collection of men's jewelry is outstanding. Fiery diamonds, shimmering pearls. Time is running out. Pick up your sale catalog at Stroud's Jewelers.
We have one cancellation to tell you about because of the snow predicted for tonight. Penn State's Schuylkill campus has canceled evening classes.
That must mean somebody's planning ahead for what's ahead. How about it, Tom?
Yeah.
What's ahead?
Well, not a whole lot of snow overnight tonight. It's very lightly now in the backyard. Snow is coming down. The temperature now is standing in the 20s, where it's been all day long. To be more precise, 27. Humidity 68%. The wind is southeast at 12. A little gusty at times. The barometer now is falling. High temperature today, 29.5. Last night, under the moonlight, before the clouds moved in, 10 below. The record for this date, 2 inches of snow 1 year ago today. And there's a live shot from Mundy Street in Wilkes-Barre, where the roads are in good condition now. If you're heading out for the next couple of hours, do not expect any problems because the snowfall is just very, very light in Wilkes-Barre now and across most of the Channel 16 viewing area. Look at this. This is the extent of snow cover today across the U.S. More than 2/3 of the country is under the blanket of white, and that is one big reason why we can't get any big warm-up to take place up in our neck of the woods, because the snow cover keeps the temperature down. And as long as we have that much snow across the country, do not expect temperatures to get too mild over the next 7 days. Now, the satellite view coming up next. Now, the precipitation with this storm has been very slow to get its act together over Pennsylvania, but it's doing so now. The storm center is still to the southwest of Pennsylvania. Freezing rain down to the south, more snow to the north. This storm moving through tonight, and that's when we'll get the brunt of the snow. Just, I think, a couple of inches by morning in most places. Here's my forecast coming up. Roads will get slick, I think, later tonight, and I think they'll be a bit on the slick side for the rush hour tomorrow morning. Snowfall amounts up in the northeast by 9 o'clock tomorrow, about 3 inches, 1 to 2 in most places overnight tonight from this storm. 1 to 3 in the Poconos on down to Allentown, up to the northwest, only about 1 inch of snow, just enough to cause a nuisance, if you will. I want to say hi to all our good friends watching from Wilburton tonight, down there in lower Columbia County. 22 your low, temperatures mostly in the low 20s tonight. Sunrise and sunset times look like this for tomorrow, 7:10, and the sun will set at 5:25. Snow tonight, 1 to 2 inches. That's no big deal, but a few problems traveling late tonight and tomorrow morning. 23, 27 tomorrow, mostly cloudy. A few peaks of sun in the afternoon possible, but no big problems heading through the day. Cloudy skies on Thursday, more light snow possible late Thursday into early Friday, probably less than 1 inch. The weekend looks pretty good at this point. And I'll have more tonight at 11, of course.
All right, and we'll be here with you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Tom.
Coming up on the Sports Watch, another milestone for Julius Erving and still another frustrated fan.
Plus, Joe Zone will tell us about one of baseball's big swingers. He's retiring.
Wanda's on the Park at the Sheraton Crossgates has a special offer for all its loyal customers. Join Wanda's 1985 Dinner Club. You pay only $40 now. Then in 1985, you can enjoy buying 1 dinner at regular price and get your guest dinner of equal or lesser value free 12 times during the coming year. Lunch or dinner. It's like getting 2 dinners for the price of 1. Wanda's 1985 Dinner Club makes a great gift. 2 dinners for the price of 1 in 1985 with all of Wanda's extras. Call the Sheraton Crossgates in downtown Wilkes-Barre today.
Renault introduces 8.5 in 85, America's lowest factory financing. That's 8.5% on Renault Alliance with sedan comfort for 5, 8.5% on Renault Encore built in America with European design, and 8.5% on Alliance Convertible, America's lowest price convertible. 8.5 in 85, America's lowest factory financing.
8.5% financing now through February 28th at participating 5-state Renault dealers.
Talk about a rich kid. Joe Zone has one to tell us about.
It's official today. No, not my son. Doug Flutie signed one of the sweetest deals in sports history today. It is not the richest, but it does make him the highest hourly wage earner around. Actually, Flutie signed the deal, the contract last night. It's a 5-year deal worth $7 million. That's $1.4 million per year. Now, if you break that down to an 18-game schedule, 3 hours per game, Flutie's hourly wage is $25,926. All that money, all the talk about his lack of size, that's not keeping Flutie from his appointed rounds.
I've been playing against people that are 6'4", 6'5", 6'6", all along in college. And once you go from the college level to the pro level, there's no difference in size. The difference is in speed and strength.
Flutie will report to the Generals training camp tomorrow, where they say he will be battling starting quarterback Brian Sipe for that #1 job. Another milestone for the Sixers, Julius Erving last night. He scored 23 points, along the way becoming the 4th all-time scorer in NBA history. Erving has 27,113, 1 point ahead of Dan Issel, who plays tonight. Our frustrated fan this week is concerned about our Super 16 wrestling rankings. Not only doesn't he like the teams we've got in, this guy doesn't even like the places they come from. Okay, he writes, my complaint is with the area from which you select your teams. Granted, Shikellamy, Easton, Mifflinburg, and some of the other schools have outstanding programs. But why don't you stay closer to home? Most area sports fans aren't concerned with Northampton, Jersey Shore, or Bald Eagle area. I think you should stick to the Wyoming Valley Conference and Scranton team. Signed, Scott Crispo. Well, I think this letter proves that I have just not done the job in terms of educating the viewers. The fact is, we have more viewers outside of Wilkes-Barre, Scranton. So when Scott Crispo says, why don't you stay closer to home, that's exactly what I'm doing. Home is Shikellamy, Hazleton, Scranton, Jersey Shore. Everybody wants a hometown newspaper and a hometown radio station, a hometown TV station. Well, it just so happens we're the hometown TV station for 22 counties. 22 counties, 150 high schools call WNEP TV their home station. Now, I'm not going to say any of those towns or schools are more important than yours. They're not less important either. You know, he was a favorite around here for an awful long time. I'm talking about Greg Luzinski. For years, a big home run guy with the Phillies, the past 3 with the White Sox. Well, after 15 years, Luzinski is retiring. Actually, if he looked like this, still looked like this, he'd probably play another year. This was spring training back in '81. Luzinski in camp, the latest of his career, 225. The past few years, he's played at 250 pounds. Luzinski realized when just one team picked him in the free agent draft, his career was probably coming to an end. He retires with 307 home runs, over 1,100 RBI, and a .276 batting average. He'll coach a high school baseball team in New Jersey. St. John's still the top-ranked team in college basketball, no surprise there. I want to say nice going to Wilkes basketball coach Bart Belair's. On Saturday, he put the safety of his kids ahead of getting a game in, a big game in. Belair's called off an important game with Lycoming when there was a question of bad roads and unsafe driving conditions. Now, some people in Williamsport thought maybe Belair's didn't really want to play the big game with powerful Lycoming. It's not true. That's an awful lot at stake there. It was a big disappointment for a sellout crowd at Lycoming. They wanted to see the return of 3 Williamsport high school kids now playing with Wilkes, but it wasn't Belair's fault. It snowed. He made the right choice. That's all of it. Give tonight your best shot, and I'll see you at 11 o'clock.
Okay,
Wow.
Boy. Thanks a lot, Joe.
Okay, see you later.
Thanks, Joe.
Newswatch 16 continues with the winners from the news game.
These folks are repeat winners, and we'll show them to you in a moment.
Look for the SureSave stamp of approval, and you'll find great weekly specials like these.
Maxwell House Coffee, 1 pound can, $1.99. Pepsi Cola, 2-liter bottle, 79 cents. Golden yellow bananas, 4 pounds, $1. And full cut boneless round steak, $1.99 a pound.
When you want the very best, look for SureSave.
Look for the SureSave stamp of approval at a locally owned supermarket near you.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, the World of Earthly presents 6 of the world's leading automobile makers together at the Kingston Armory. Factory deals on over 500 new Oldsmobiles, Cadillacs, Toyotas, Volvos, Mercedes-Benz, and Hondas. Also, lowest prices of the year on hundreds of used cars, ethnic foods, and free prizes. The World of Earthly, $7 million biggest automobile show and sale ever held in the Great Northeast. 10 a.m. until 9 p.m. Thursday through Monday. Sunday, 12 to 5. Kingston Armory.
Finally tonight, adapting an old saying, behind every successful class, there's a good teacher. That seems to be the story on this week's Newswatch 16 News Game winner. For the second time this year, these 11th graders at Scranton Tech have taken top honors in our weekly current events quiz. They are the first period American Cultures class. Their teacher, Joe Curry, has also had another of his classes win our weekly news questionnaire twice. So, once again, congratulations to some well-informed young people at Scranton Technical High School.
Boy, oh boy, good winners.
Wow, that's right.
And that's Newswatch 16 for this Tuesday.
Be sure to join us tonight on The Update when we'll be telling you about the rocket that's on its way from Texas to our area.
Plus, we'll have the latest on the debate in Harrisburg over that bill that allows legal blackjack tournaments in Pennsylvania.
For the team, thank you for joining us.
Enjoy your evening.